welcome Canada to the nation's capital. A perfect evening here in Ottawa as a pair of sub-500 clubs hit the reset button over Labor Day weekend, both coming off a bye and looking to lift off with fresh legs to kick off week number 14, the Canadian Football League. Former Red Black now running the short yardage package for the BC Lions as he tries to plunge his way over the top. Robert Priester there throws him backwards. They'll be close, closing things down on Nathan Rourke as the kick comes up and drifts out of bounds. Flag will come up.
Peters, who had been a game-time decision.
Yeah, he's dealing with a knee injury, limited throughout the week. As Braylon Addison, speaking of players back in the lineup, inside with three different players to the left side of Leone, hung up in the air and received comfortably by the Lions.
After being sidelined much of last year in Hamilton.
Greg Bell replacing him there with the Tiger Cats. Now is down goes Rourke. Tracked around, looks like Bryce Carter was first in.
For his final season.
As again, another sidewinding kick. Comes from Carl Meyer and Khalil Pimpleton trying to track it down. Central Michigan speedster as flags come up on the play.
Where the gaps are, but if Alway just focuses on one player, he can simplify things into one or two moves. Guys.
Yeah, he is currently causing some havoc for the punters here in the nation's capital tonight. This one bounces across the 55 and is picked up by McGee. His ball league right now is McInnes chasing Nick Dembski and Keandre Smith, who had a tremendous Labor Day as Rourke was watching on, but now Rourke slides his way all the way into the middle of this Ottawa defense. Sean White takes one step and knocks this through the uprights. With a massive performance offensively by the Toronto Argonauts and Nick Arbuckle. As Crum looks over the top, Gino Lewis, and this one fades past him as flags come up in the Red Blacks backfield. In this first quarter, the Lions come after it, and he had to get that one away quickly. The Lions return it across the 40 and wrapped up and thrown down.
Create some lanes, movement in the D-line.
Rourke rips this one, and it went off the hands. Now what can he do with it, and will he have time to throw? Pressure's on, he escapes the pocket, cuts back. Now he can use the legs, and Crum, with his biggest play of the ball game, runs through an attempted tackle coming downhill. As Leone sends it away. Again, the drifting wind at his back and playing that time with the returner. And McGee, as he's wrapped up high. Building one of the many unique talents in this BC receiving group, is now they get a chance to see Aiden Eberhardt not going for that 20 yards per catch average this time.
And all those players, guys, who can do different things, and they have accomplished that this season.
Carl Meyer has another short kick that drops down. Flag comes out. And Khalil Pimpleton tries to turn the corner here, gets all the way out to the 55. As Crum keeps on the original play that he had called. Little token fake inside and then thrown down. Again, BC sending a decent amount of pressure right up the middle as this one bounces off the shoulder pads, and it has to be double caught in the air. Ball game off to the right-hand side. Free man just took the wrong angle, and a Darius Pickett almost got the party started all the way. Yaks very nearly had the flag. As now McInnes turns to the outside, and he's got the sideline. Down he goes and trying to get in the way.
Teams are getting defensive scores, special team scores. The Lions haven't had that.
Absolutely. As Rourke off balance finds Aiden Eberhardt, and he goes inside the 15-yard line. First down, BC Lions. Well, let's see if the Lions can get into the end zone here. 2nd and 2. Ottawa sends pressure. James Butler right down the pipe, dives into the end zone. Touchdown BC, and it's the 9th major of the season for JB. Wind howling now with the rain at the back of Dustin Crum. He gets it into the flats. William Stanback
here for the Red Blacks.
Empty it out. Crum stands in the pocket. Now thinks about taking off, and time runs out, and he's thrown down.
After automatic review by the replay center, we have face mask BC, number 58. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down for Ottawa.
About even the short snap in this one, but perfect snap hold, and the kick goes through.
It's backfield options.
4 receivers to the right for Rourke. He looks that way, drifts, thought about throwing it, decides to use his legs. And Rourke cuts back, gets the first down. Berryhill loops around in the backfield. Rourke looks his way along the sideline, steps out of bounds. The veteran makes good.
Be a season.
Saw the sticks and went at it there. This time he was late coming inside, and it's caught. Eugene Lewis makes the grab.
Defense a little bit, create some gaps.
From quick drop, looks right, looks left, and then is thrown down onto the turf. You see Lions in the punt game here as well, but this time wobbling spiral will drop out of bounds. As Rourke looks to the air, into the wind, and this one double caught and then dropped. And was it intercepted? Keon Hatcher tried to hang on to it. Lucas Cormier flew out.
Illegal interference, blocking downfield, BC, number 18. Penalty is declined. First down, Ottawa.
And make this a single score game. Dustin Crum hands it off. William Stanback smells the end zone, lunges forward. Touchdown, Red Blacks.
Well, one of the few times that they've been able to gain some positive yards on the ground comes at one of the most critical times. William Stanback.
Rourke, as the snap comes up from his center, Michael Couture back from a hand injury. Gets that one out on the money. James Butler. They'll empty it out 3-by-3. Rourke down the middle. McInnes. He's home free. Walk it in. Canadian to Canadian for 6. 51 yards from Rourke to McInnes. As the short yardage team on 2nd and 1 plunges their way forward.
His Ottawa
After the
REDBLACKS.
play, we have a misconduct penalty, 15 yards against Ottawa, number 64. 15-yard penalty, but it'll be first down, Ottawa.
Richard Leone knocks this one down to McGee inside the 20. Nice kick that time from Leone. Conditions and all things considered, but now he can't make the tackle, and it's a race. The Lions are on fire here in the 3rd quarter. Rourke to McInnes, followed by special team support, and BC extends the lead.
And here's one of the storylines we had talked about earlier. BC not getting points from defense and special teams the way some other CFL squads have this season. But if I may borrow from our colleague Dustin Nielsen, here we have 7 for 7.
Enters the backfield, and Crum play action to him, then we'll try to get it out. Adeboboye, who does a good job as always falling forward what looked like should be a gain of 4. End of the play to finish it off, as they'll fake the handoff on the end around to Braylon Addison, come back the other direction. The fullback, Anthony Gosselin.
It's locked up with his tackle, escaping to the outside to make a play.
Crum looks right, rifles this way into Khalil Pimpleton, who makes all-way miss. Bouncing off a couple of tacklers, but converting on 2nd down. Lone receiver to the top of your screen is Gino Lewis. They'll try to run block here for Adeboboye as Awe makes the tackle. Low to the ground when he gets rolling. Hard to bring down. They'll empty it out 3-by-3. Crum steps up in the pocket, looks to run, and bounces away from 2 tacklers, dives to the end zone. Never say never with Dustin Crum. What a response by the Red Blacks. Kicking game oh so important as this one drifts on Lewis Ward, misses the extra point, and does a losing record not boil down to missed opportunities and errors. And certainly Ottawa's had their fair share here tonight. Went to Saskatchewan, and looking forward hopefully to seeing him back on the field productive once again very soon as Justin McInnes makes the grab. And it is a first down for the BC Lions.
Bit of 2023 Dustin Crum to get the job done here.
Well, he's got that warrior spirit. The problem is the quarterback on the other side, and Nathan Rourke, as ever, standing back to see what happens on this 46-yard attempt. 12.5 remaining here in the 4th. Crum takes the toss, comes back the other way. Addison, tough catch, a little bit of running room, cuts it back and bounces off. Just recently missed that extra point on the Dustin Crum touchdown, and this one never in doubt, hammered it through. What did we do wrong in zone? He's like, no, I got all sorts of things to deal with. Is down the middle of the field. Berryhill, incomplete. now for both teams, and this one for the BC Lions as it gets away. Berryhill 4 catches for 23 yards, second leading receiver on the Lions here tonight, behind the monster effort of Keon Hatcher and Justin McKinnon. BC Lions and ready to rush. Dustin Crum here in the 4th as Crum stands in off his back foot. He completes this one, and Justin Hardy.
To Hardy.
Ottawa receivers trying to communicate at the line as Standback runs the other direction, doesn't care about what Ottawa's trying to figure out on the field side.
The Red Blacks pick up the first down.
And Addison just got thrown over the top of the pile. I think that was Christophe Beaulieu.
A 10-yard misconduct penalty against BC, number 29. First down.
Here as he's in motion on 2nd and long. Crum rolls to his right, gets away, looks for his second rushing touchdown of the night. Big collision at the goal line, can't be stopped. By any means necessary, Dustin Crum tries to keep the Red Blacks in the football game on Friday night. As Crum trying to make those squats pay off. This time he'll hand it off and spinning in for 2. So forget about the missed extra point from Lewis Ward earlier on. Rourke rolls left, gets his shoulders around and completes. It's Keon Hatcher Sr. Can he remain perfect? He can. Inches here in the closing stages in Ottawa. Over the middle, and now finding Hardy running free through the secondary all the way down to the 40-yard line. On 2nd down conversions so far here tonight, and Crum with pressure on, tries to spin away. Did the ball pop out? From that defensive line as Richie Leone tries to hammer this one down to the 12-yard line. McGee pushed out of bounds. Yeah, that is a tough unit and banged up as well. Got some different bodies than they expected to have in that spot. All right.
Defensive line came into the game.
After the play, we have a 15-yard UR misconduct penalty against BC, number 54. Be 2nd down.
And he's got a chance to be a superhero right now for Red Blacks fans with 2:15 remaining. He can get the wheels turning north-south, makes the first man miss, and cuts back. And a solid return. And White, Gino Lewis on the field, and it's a jailbreak. Dustin Crum never had a chance.
Take away those windows.
Sit back and wait for Crum to let it go as you see the spy there from Josh Woods watching on and throwing it over the head of 2 receivers, incomplete. Butler gets the carry. Ottawa's defense does its job. That set them back on 3rd down. Has a chance to return this if it's missed. And it is. Sean White was 4 for 4, but he misses. And Khalil Pimpleton has the football in his hands and returns it all the way up the sideline. And now flags come out for what's likely a late hit out of bounds. That should advance it 15 yards. And Ottawa's in business with 33 seconds remaining. All about coverage here as Crum with Woods spying him sitting in the middle of the field. Crum leans into one, has a shot down the field. Pimpleton hangs on at the 10-yard line. Don't finish with a touchdown. Crum looks left, comes back right. Open receiver, thrown in behind, but Gino Lewis is in the end zone, and we have a tie ball game on a 2-play touchdown drive.
Oh, good protection there for Dustin Crum.
Lewis Ward all time is number 3 in accuracy. White missed. Can Ward connect? The kick is up, and the Red Blacks have their first lead in the last 3 games with 17 seconds remaining. Dustin McKinnon with 148 yards. Rourke deep drop, loads it up, gets vertical. It's Berryhill in traffic. And was it intercepted?
Sometimes you just got to find a way, and you need your playmakers to make big plays. Dustin Crum stepped up. Khalil Pimpleton stepped up. The Ottawa Redblacks managed to get it done.